Hello Pisces, I am Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and today we will do the Lenormand card reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of November 2021. As always, we will do 4 card readings for the sign of Pisces, and these are based on the natural elements in your astrological birth chart, or for some of you, on your time of birth. These 4 basic elements are air, earth, water, and fire. The objects that you always see on my table are directly related to those objects. So you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice, it should or it will relate the best to your current situation. However, if the video and the related object does not match your first choice, please check out the other videos that are directly connected in the same session. The matches represent the fire element, the stone represents the earth element, the aerosol sprayer represents the air element, and the shell represents the water element. So Pisces, here we go for your card reading for November 2021. Hello Pisces, and welcome to the shell or the water group for your card reading for November 2021. As the first card here, we see the lily, and the lily is an older card. It points to wisdom sometimes also. It means probably that, because I see here the combination with the coffin, it's probably here, and we have the stork here also. It's like some things in our life are about to change. Maybe we want progress in our life, or we want to go in a different direction in our life, but maybe for now it's difficult. But here the coffin is a very slow card. It points to actually sometimes like a standstill or a death. But actually nothing is ever dead. Even though the coffin slows things down, still things are progressing. But it's like we cannot notice what is actually going on, but the process in your head is coming. And then as the last card here, we see the stork, and the stork represents big changes, but we will go in more details now. So we see here the lily, and as I said here, the lily represents the career, sometimes also the health. Maybe there's some things coming up related to the health, or related to your work. Some things are changing there. Maybe sometimes also the lily points that it's necessary to change some things in our lifestyle, or we need to go a different direction in our life. If we want to achieve some things, or we failed in some things, it means we need to go in another direction. It points to strengths and weaknesses. So we need to exploit here our weaknesses, but maybe for a while we need to be quiet. We need to think about it here, and we need to relax about it. We need to calm down here with this combination. Anyway, this points to thinking. This card points to thinking, and then I come to the coffin here, and here the coffin also, it points to patience. If you are in a difficult situation, or in a situation that you actually cannot move for certain reasons, it's best here that we just let it pass this period. It's probably, as I said, to do with your life, but here sometimes we can do nothing here about the things that are going on. So it's best to let these things pass. And we need to make an evaluation how things are going. We need to think about the whole thing. So probably there's a lot in your head going on for now. And here, as the last card, here we see the stork. The stork is big changes. The stork is a big bird, but also he's not a fast bird, because if he migrates, if he go from point X to point Y, the travel takes 3 months. So I'm assuming here there's a whole process going on, but we will go in more details now. Then we have we start with the upper line here, the horizontal line, we have the lily and the heart. Here we see that if you are involved with a person, here we see the man, but we do a general card reading. So if you're a woman, you can put yourself there also, because this is a general card reading and we don't specifically read the cards here for man, we read for everybody. So here it's possible in this combination that something like a love affair is coming into your life. Maybe this person is professionally connected to you. If you like, probably it's possible also that you can get intimate with this person. This is possible. There's probably some passion going on here. Also, what we see here, there's a loving, a kindness towards each other. It's possible that one of both partners, because the lily represents older, is older than the other person. Sometimes it can really be visible, the older age, but not always, but it always points to an older person, what we see here. Anyway, this relationship seems to be very heartly, and it probably fits you well, this relationship. Anyway, as I said, also this person, if this is a potential partner, this person is very skillful. This is what we see here also. Probably he's a romantic type also. He maybe like love music, poetry, paintings, and all those things. Or you yourself love those things. This is possible also. Anyway, maybe this is going on already for a long time, because the lily is not really the fast card. So it's possible that this is already developing for a long time. Anyway, this is a pure love, what we are seeing here. And then we have the heart and the person card. Here we see this person as a dear friend. He's close to us. He can be a lover. Anyway, there is an admiration here towards each other. The heart is a positive card. So it can point here to really a commitment here that is happening, maybe before you were friends, but sometimes this points that we actually fall in love with each other here with this combination. This person is also good at heart. There's compassion here in this combination. As I said here, this person is gentle, sweet-tempered. This is what we see here with this combination. Then we have the clouds and the coffin. Here, this is a more difficult combination that we see here. As we said earlier, possibly something happened in the past, and for now you're in a difficult period maybe in your life, and this could point to a certain grief that is hanging over you, and maybe we need to get a different point of view here. Maybe we have the anchor here, maybe we are a little bit stuck, and maybe it's time for a transformation because we see the stork here. And if it's for yourself, the right time, maybe we need to change here some things here. Maybe this also has an effect on your health. It's possible that you feel a little bit under the weather, so we need to see that we take sufficient vitamins here with this combination. Anyway, something is unclear here. What is going on here? Because the clouds tend to sometimes make things unclear, they cloud things, so we cannot really see what is going on here in the person's head. It's possible also that you don't feel stable enough, you don't feel grounded enough, or you want more grounding in your life. But there is transformation to come. But as I said, you have all slow cards here that are representing you. There could also be some insecurity here going on here. Maybe there's some despair here, but with the stork, we know that the changes are coming. So we cannot be in despair because the changes are actually on our doorstep. But I think this is a period that is going on here, and we are about to transform here. Afterwards, maybe now you are in yourself, but afterwards you will be no hiding no more. You will come more out as we see here. Then we have the anchor and the coffin. Here, some part of your life we see is ending. This is what we see here. It's probably related to the job, because the anchor sometimes represents the job. Some form of stability will be transforming in your life. This is what we see here. If this situation is no longer bearing fruits, or it's fruitless, we need to let it go. We need to let it go here. maybe it starts already to work on our health. So we need to let this go. We can no longer stay with this. We cannot, even if there's nostalgia here involved, we need to let it go. Even if it's difficult or you almost unable to let go of it, because the anchor tends to cling. So it will not be easy to let it go, but you need to let it go. The changes are on your doorstep. If you're willing to make this evolution, you can here. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, I think here, there is some support here from people here in your surroundings regarding this grief. Of course, you will need to open up then that these people and allow them to communicate with you about this loss of this grief. Of course, in your right time, if you think for yourself, it's the right moment. That's of course what we see here. Then we have the third horizontal line here. We have the Tower, the Mice, and the Stork. There's possibly here that you feel some regrets. Here we see always the same things here. It's like we are clinging to the past here, and we must let go. Maybe there's a resistance or something, and even though it's painful, it's still like you want to hold on to this, but here we cannot. In another way, if you are confronted, but this is a different point of view, but I mentioned it also, it's possible that people maybe who are in charge of you, like top management, they are not really what they seem to be. It's like there's some dishonesty there. So we need to be careful here with this combination that people who are in charge of you, the actual CEOs, the bosses, they have honest intentions. So we need to see here that we need to be careful in this area. Anyway, here we see that that here we need to move on. The stork lets us move on. So then we have the mice and the stork. Sometimes also that the mice is about delays also. Again, here it's slow. But the mice sometimes also is about that we need to catch the details. If you change some things, you need to see here also that you change some details, because if you don't change the details, sometimes you drag these things in your future. So you need to see that some details out of your past, you let go of them here. This is what we see here. You need to let it go in detail here. So these changes are possible here. Of course, it's a difficult process. I'm aware of this. It can point here also, if you need to change, it causes stress. Maybe you don't want this situation here. You cling to the old habits, but maybe this was a change you didn't want it. And you have no choice here. It's possible it's related to your work, and this brings you also in a sad situation. This is what we see here. But if things are moving in our job, or things are changing, or there are changes that we can no longer cooperate with the business, well, maybe we need something else here with this combination. Maybe on the long run, this is too exhausting for you, and maybe it's best to let go of this situation. If we stay in here, maybe you go in a downward circle, and that's probably not where you want to be. So we need to move on here from this maybe deceptive, not so positive situation here. We need to move on, and we need to see here. It also points that this combination points that we need to be more productive. We need to be more productive. We need to give it a different angle here. Then we go in the vertical lines. We have the lily, the clouds, and the tower. Here we see we have some stress here hanging over up. There are tensions here. It's like there is a mental stress on us here, probably because of these changes here. We want to forget things in our life. Maybe we can hold on a little bit to this relationship that we have. Maybe this person is willing to help us, and maybe we can look for some help in that area here. If there are problems with family, also we can maybe have some confidence in this person here that we are seeing next to you. Anyway, there could be here some things that are not clear regarding to the career. If this is the career and these are the clouds, it means there are some problems here, and probably these are structural problems. Maybe you cannot change them, and the structure is implemented from above, and we can do nothing about it. So we need to let it go. So as I said earlier, it's not an easy situation, and we need to let it go if it's like that. Anyway, even if you have good intentions and you are up your best here, we cannot change the structure of a company or a structure of a business. If it's no longer there, it's no longer there. Then we have the clouds and the tower here. You are confronted here also, I'm thinking here, with things out of your past, because the tower is the past. And this makes you think a lot. This makes you think a lot. Maybe you've done some things in the past, or some things happened to you in the past, and it's like you're confronted here. And now it's all in your head. It's all turning around here, and it's difficult to let go. This is what we see here with this combination. Also, if the work has a bad influence on you, it's best here that we make some transformations. We go out of there and we start looking for something else, because here we see the anchor and the stork, and the anchor and the stork points to that we slowly change our stability, and in some cases change our work conditions. This is what we see here. We need to slowly move on. This is what we see here with this. Anyway, there's a lot of confusion, and maybe in the job where you are, there's a lot of confusion there, or the people that are in charge bring a lot of confusion, or people around you bring a lot of confusion. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible also that you feel a little bit lonely for the moment. This is also what you want to disconnect, especially with the coffin in the middle. It sometimes points to this connection. We need to be on ourselves. We need to get our rationality back. We cannot, it's difficult to think clear, but you don't need to worry, because the last line is very good. But this is what is going on for now. Then we have the heart, the coffin, and the mice. Here, it's possible that for some reason that the person that is your lover, he's not there for now. For some reason, maybe he is absent for some reason, and it's difficult for us to reach him. This is what we see here also. This is possible also with this combination, and probably this don't make your situation more easy. Anyway, maybe this person is gone in abroad or something, or he's absent for the moment, and you feel a little bit lovesick. You want to talk to him. This is what we see to him or her. This is what we see here. Anyway, maybe there's some deep emotional attachment to each other, and we are missing those emotional attachments here. This is what we see here with this combination. Then we have the coffin and the mice. Here we see that we are disappointed. We are a little bit discouraged with this combination. Some things in our life are dragging, they are not moving, and we cannot get them on the move for now. But as I said, it's coming. The end is nearby, especially with the stork. The worries that you have here, they are about to end. So it's like an end that is coming bit by bit, but the situation is draining energy. Like this is what we see, because the mice tend to nibble on our energy. So this is what we see here also with this combination. And then we have the man, the anchor, and the stork here. Here this points again to, this is a man that we can trust to. The last line is positive. There's some resolve here. Maybe the man is coming back soon in our life here. This is what we see here. This person is very stubborn to help us, but in a positive way. But of course, you need to be able to let yourself help. This is what we see here. This is a long-term partner that we see here. Possibly this man works hard. This is possibly also the reason why he's difficult. Maybe he has a lot of work. Maybe he's not, he don't know about your situation because maybe you didn't tell. because you keep to yourself. This is possible with this combination. Anyway, this is a person we can rely on. This person is solid as a rock. He's might be also very focused on the job. As I said earlier, we're probably very linked to this person. This is what we see here. Maybe in the future here, we see that in the future, it would be possible here that we share our daily life with this person. But I think this will be coming if these changes are all behind us, because this person is willing to share his life with us. This is what we see here. Anyway, later on, we can find security in this relationship, maybe by the end of the month. There is a sincere love here. There's a friendship here. This is what we see here. Then we have the anchor and the stork on itself. Here we see that if this is all over, this is actually your will. So if you want it here, you can move out, you can let go. You have the tools. By the end of the month, you will have the tools in your hand. So this should give you courage to move on. And you here, the cards ask you to, by the end of the month, to commit to the change. Because these are stable cards, the change will be positive. It's a stable change, and also this change will be permanent. There will be no going back. Why? Because the coffin never goes back. If the coffin transforms something, the same situation never comes back. So it means this is the end, and then here there comes stability. Also, you will see here that probably you and this partner, you are sharing the same goals, dreams, vision. There's a lot of things here that you have in common with this person. This is what we see here. And he can maybe help you also to focus on this transformation. Maybe there's a longing here, and he can help you for going in the different direction. Then we have the lily, the coffin, and the stork. As I said, these are very eventful phases in your life. Some things will stop. We get that here back. It can have an influence on your health. We already saw it, but this always comes back. We feel a little bit alone here with this combination. Less life energy. Again, here it comes back with the lily and the coffin. This is all what we see here. It's possible also that if you get older, that you feel that your body gets older. This is what we see here. Sometimes we can feel that if we rise in the morning, that we feel that our body gets older. So this is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, here we see that we are, after this period, we will be able to let go of everything. And we will be able to move on. Then we have the coffin and the stork. Here we see clearly that all the delays are suspended. Things are coming back in action, because the stork is also an energetic card. And if your energy come back, it will be for a long time, because the anchor is very stable. So it's a very stable card. So this will come back to you. Your energy will come back to you. We will accept also these changes that have overcome us here. We will be no longer putting on a mask. Sometimes the anchor can let us wear a mask. So we will drop the pretense, and we will accept ourselves here. We will accept this natural transformation that is going on. It will probably also be, it's more like an inner journey here that is taking place in you. There's an inner journey coming in here. Anyway, then we have the man and the coffin. Here we see again that this person is probably here. Sorry, here we see that with this combination that this person is absent for some reason here, but we have the tower here, so this person will return. This is, as I said, maybe it's job-like here, because this is what we see here. This man can return, because the tower sometimes returns out of the past. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, you should allow this person back in your life if you had a good relationship with this person. So you should come back here to those situations. Anyway, as I said, there are delays here. It's possibly also that it's hard to say maybe, but maybe this transformation is for the best. Later on, you will see that this has a very positive influence on your life. So this is what we see here. Anyway, here we see that this man will be able then to cross borders. Maybe he's in abroad. I already said that. And it's possible here that we see that this person is coming back into our life. Maybe it's a little bit difficult in the beginning for showing emotions, but anyway, if this person was a big support to us, we should undertake. But here it's a little bit difficult, but the last line points to stability is about to come. If this is a monthly reading, to come. Maybe this is a transformation that is already going on for a while. And the stork points that we are ready to move on. The anchor tells us this will be a stable change on the long run, and we should let us help from a partner or a person that is close to us. So Pisces, for the Shell or the Water Group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are connected here in the same session. I'm sure one of the 4 will fit you. Please check out also my love card readings that we do every month for the sign of Pisces, and also the financial card readings. Anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching my video, and we see each other soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello Pisces, and welcome to the Air or the Aerosol group for your card reading for November 2021. As the first card here, we see the cross. Here it points to that probably in our current situation, we are guided, or some people help us. It's like somebody helps us, or our surroundings are helping us, or we ourselves are guided. But here it points also to certain forms of patience are required upon us. Anyway, if there are some changes in your life about to come, you should accept these changes. Maybe there are certain depths here that we need to go into. Here also we have the moon and the sun, and this combination points to intuition and following our own path here. So here, as we see here, we need to have faith here in things to come. If things are not clear for you in certain things in your life, here it's important that we focus on our thoughts, and we need to move on here. It's possible here that some burdens we are confronted with some burdens here, and maybe we have no choice than accepting these burdens. It could be heavy on you because the cross tends to put pressure. It guides us, but also it puts pressure on us. So this is here, and here we are. It's best here that we move on, and we choose a certain direction, and we go back in action. This is what we cannot stay as we are, and we need to move on here. It's possibly that you are undergoing here a personal development here. There are certain lessons probably here that are coming to you. We don't have a lot of choice here because the coffin is there also, and we need to undergo these lessons. Even though they are hard to carry, we need to accept them. Afterwards, you will see, because the sun gives insights, the sun makes things clear. You will see that it gives you a different point of view. This is what we see here, and also point afterwards. It's possible here with the moon that job-like you become more creative, or you become more creative in general. Here that we see that your mind will be working more clearly, because the sun and the moon, it makes the mind work clear. Here, this is what we see here. Then we have on the central card, we have the sun. This is an all over positive cards, so it shines a bright light on all the negative cards, but you will see this as we are proceeding here in the card laying. So the sun and the coffin then on itself here. Here we see that it's possible that in some way a situation or a person has literally moved on from you, because we see the rider here. Maybe it was somebody who's close to you who moved on. And we can see here that this person, although he's moving to the other side, he's still watching over us. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, this points, because we have the rider here and the rider puts things in action. It's possible here with this combination that things are coming back in action here. This is what we see here. But first, we need to undergo this phase of grief. There's a certain pain, a certain pressure. We already saw this here. And it's possible also it has some effects on your health because you're not feeling so well. Anyway, this is a spiritual transformation, what we are seeing here. It's like sometimes with this combination, it's something that dies outside or something inside. It could be that a part of you is inside dying, but in a physical way, it could be that somebody is parting from you and is on its way. So several combinations are possible here. But we see also with the rider here, we are urged to let it go. We urge to let, the rider gives us the possibility to move on. So he wants to go back into life. This is what we see here. There's possibly a very difficult component here, like a dark component on it, but we need to let it go. It has an effect on us. Maybe it can make us also a little bit moody. This is because we have the moon there. So it's possible, it possibly make you suffer here, what we are seeing here. Anyway, the only thing that we can say here, positive, that eventually it will all be our time, but I know sometimes it's not what we want to hear if we are in a difficult situation. Anyway, the coffin and the letter then itself, it says here that a message is coming to you. This message should, in general, this is positive messages that you are receiving. These are messages that we are receiving from changes. So something is changed and a message is coming to us from this here. This is what we see here. It's possible that this message shocks you a little bit. This is possible. If it's still related to the person that has passed away, or a situation that has passed away, it's possible here that you receive some news from this situation, you're moving on. In some cases, it can point to a will. For some people here, it will point to a will. So this is possible also. And some things about this will or about this reading or about this message can shock you here. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, if we are not feeling well here on the health front, also we should check up with a doctor. This is what we see here. We need to take care of our body, even if we are grieving, because we need our body to function even sometimes if we don't want. You need to see that you take sufficient vitamin, that you have enough resistance to move on here on life. Anyway, with the rider, we have the ability there to move on, even though we are grieving over a difficult situation. It's time here afterwards to let it go, and we become more active. Then we have the bouquet, the sun and the snake. Here we see that this is a very positive combination, the bouquet and the sun. Things are coming to us here. We will sometimes, probably we have the feeling that in some parts of our life we are fulfilled here. This is what we see here, and it's possible that for some changes in our life, if we come over the situations, we are thankful here. This is what we actually welcome, this development, even though we had grief in the past, but this is like a welcome development here. It's possible also that somebody help you with this development. Maybe you, a friend or somebody closer to you here helps you overcome this situation. This is what we see here, because the rider helps us communicate with others. There's might be a friendship here. Maybe you find joy in some friendship here. This is what we see here. Some people here make you happy with this combination. This is what we see here. I didn't mention relationships, but it's possible that you are in certain relationships. Here we see with the snake, we need to be very careful. The snake is a very tricky and a dubious card, and the snake, if there is a difficult situation in your life, here you have all slow cards here. Also, we have the child there. We need to see that we are not innocent. If we are in certain situations in our life and they are difficult, we need to see that our mind still works clearly. So, because with the snake, we need to be careful. In some cases, the snake points to triangles. So this could be that there's something going on, that a person is functioning behind your back for something. So if there is money involved or a relation involved here, we need to be careful that we are not innocent. We need to see that we keep our maturity together and that things are not happening to us that we don't want to. But you can be smart because you have the snake here, and you should be also with this combination. Anyway, this points to that also there is a protection. If people want to harm you in some way, the sun will protect you. But anyway, it doesn't mean that we need to be innocent about it. So we need to be careful here with the child, and don't invest feelings in things that you feel that it's better to let go. This is what we see here. But also we see here that there is a desire for happiness. By the end of the month, also we will see that we see the things more in a positive way. This is what we mention here. There's also possibility here for more success. In a way, also, if you're overthinking for taking a break or taking a vacation, this can also point to that here. If somebody was bad to you in the past, it also means that there's some triumph here over your enemies here. Anyway, we need to see that we are wise here. The snake points us to be wise, to wait until the right time, especially in combination with the coffin. But the sun is a positive card and it protects you. But anyway, we always need to be careful in what we are doing. Maybe somebody is in our life, or a situation is in our life that is not totally honest. So we need to be careful here with this combination. Anyway, you have here the means to be positive. You should see here with this combination the best of things, because there are good aspects in this combination. We cannot focus on the negative. We need to focus on the positive on the situation, and something positive will come out because you have the moon and the sun there. So there will be, but you need to focus here, and you need to avoid these difficulties that are in our life. Maybe we can focus on our ambitions if that is possible. Then we have the third horizontal line, the letter, the child, and the moon. This could point that certain messages, but the letter is a message, a substantial message. The message is a letter that you can transfer in money. It's like a deed. A degree we can transfer in money if we find a job. So this is a substantial document. So, and this document that you are receiving, it can give you a new start, because the child is something new. So, and also, especially on the creative or on the work front, there are possibilities here. So maybe this news that is coming to you, it offers you possibilities. And if you can accept them, you should, because this could be a positive transformation, especially in your creative or in your work field. It will have a positive effect on your mind, because the moon is the mind. So it will have a positive effect. Anyway, here we see a very good combination about something new. In general, this comes to you as a letter, or it's mailed to you as a letter, but it's a heavy message that we see here. If you have children, it's possible also, I didn't mention that angle, but this is possible also, that you receive a message of a child or somebody younger than you. Here, this is what we see here. If your children are already out of the house, it's possible that you receive some message here from them. This is what we see here also. Anyway, if some people want to help us, if we are in a difficult situation, we should accept also their help. Then we have child and the moon in itself. If there are some things proposed to you from your children, you should accept, because the moon is a proposal. So if your children make you certain proposals, you should consider it from accepting. Maybe through your children, you come in contact for your own creativity or for something with work. This is what we see here. And we should seriously consider by taking in this opportunity. This is what we see here. There is a possibility here from a renewal because the moon goes in circles. So here we are an opportunity offered and we can renew our life here. This is what we see here. And if you accept, these changes can already come because the moon is in general 1 month. These changes could already come in the month to come. So this is what we see here. So if you have an offer, you should start this new circle. This is what we see here also. If you have younger children, then in another way, it's possible that your children have a lot of dreams at night. If the children are young here, sometimes it points also to very emotional dreams that the children can have here. Anyway, for yourself, related to this job, you will feel that it's the right thing for you to do. And if this is a new job or a new angle of a job, sometimes also this can point to a night work because the moon is the night. So if you have an offer and you can work more at night and you feel more calm and restful, you should also consider this. This is what we see here also, because sometimes the evening work, it can give us more relaxation. Of course, it will not apply on everybody, but it's a combination that we are seeing here, or maybe it points that we are very creative in the evening or in the night. Anyway, there's a certain intuition here that you see it's developing. It's like your intuition towards your creativity or towards your work here is growing slowly. The child initiates that. So then we have the vertical line here, the cross, the bouquet and the letter. Here we see if there were some difficult situations in our life. This is the card of Venus. So Venus likes to forgive things. So here we see that it's possible here that if there was a difficult situation in your life, that you receive a formal apology, that a person sends you an apology with a letter, or we send an apology to a person. And here it's possible that we feel that we need to be more kinder towards that person. Maybe we have been a little bit bad to this person, or this person has been bad to us. And here we see we reconsider. So we start here to communicate on a more difficult, on a more different level, on a more different level here. This is what we see here. It's possible also that we need to upgrade our social life a little bit here with this combination. Maybe our social life is not so active for now, and we should do this. It's possible also that we receive certain gifts or for some people, and with the cross, it's destined to be. The gift will not come to you if it's not destined to be for you. This is what we see here. Also, you could also see this gift as a sign. So it don't come to you by accident. This is what we see here. It's like a fateful thing that is coming to you, and it can have a positive effect on you. So this is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, this points that things will improve for us. There is possibility here that both, if there is an issue with a certain person in your life, there will be coming tolerance. This is what we see here coming here. Anyway, if somebody passed on in your life, earlier, this can also point to widowhood or a widower. This is what we see here also, but that will not, of course, be for everybody here. Anyway, we behave friendly here, or we try to behave friendly here. There's a certain generosity here going on. It's possible also that some people in your surroundings, if you are suffering from something, that some people in your surroundings are trying to make your life more easy. But here also sometimes with this combination, it could point to that maybe this transformation is not yet completed. And it's like we are holding on here a pretty facade. Maybe for some reasons it's not possible to move on, and here we see sometimes there is a facade that's going on here, but there's still a suffering going on here. It's not clear, maybe it's from you, or maybe it's the suffering caused by another person here that we are seeing here. Anyway, we go here to the second line then. Oh, sorry, we go to the bouquet and the letter. Here we see that we're receiving a message. Again, this message is positive. We appreciate the message that we are receiving. There's a communication here that we are thankful here. Maybe the gift is literally delivered to you. As I said, this is a substantial message, or something is in the letter that is actually a gift. Anyway, it could color your life in a positive way. Here, this is what we see here. It's possible that somebody asks you or tells you that you are welcome. Here, this is what, and you appreciate this. This is what we see here also. Anyway, we express ourselves here in nice ways. It's possible that we fulfill some wishes from other people here with this combination. Then we have the second line. We have the coffin, the son, and the child. Here we see that we successfully complete something. A renewal is actually working out positive from us, and this renewal leads to a new start. So here also we see that I mentioned this earlier, sometimes it's like you feel things coming. We see this coming here again, and it's like the start, you know actually what is coming. It could possibly sometimes have like a weakening effect on you if you think about it, or if you feel these things are coming, and it could take some energy of you. But anyway, in another way, it has a positive effect on you. Maybe you see certain problems coming here, and all these issues that you had before will end up in a successful period now. Also possible here is that some situations out of your past are coming back to you, and these bring positivity now in your life. If there were certain problems in your life, you will see now that these problems are actually not so big as you expect them or they would be. This is what we see here with this combination. But maybe sometimes it's difficult that we shine our light, because we have the coffin here, and the coffin tends to hold our light a little bit back. But it doesn't mean that we are not intuitive. We are here with this combination, especially with the moon here, what we are seeing. Anyway, there will be a light shined on you from the dark side, so it will end up in a positive way. It could also mean that if you want, you can be more creative. If you feel creative, you should. Here we are urged here to be more creative here. We could create things here. This is possible also with the difficult period that we have been undergoing. Instead of balancing this in a negative way, you should transform this in creativity. This is what we see here. Anyway, you have the ability here to have a transforming point of view on your life. This is what we see here with this combination. Here, the coffin is like the phoenix is rising out of the ashes, and you have the son and the child. So here we have the phoenix. Then we have the son, and there we have the child. So it's literally like the phoenix is rising out of the ashes, and it becomes creative. This is what we see here with this person. In a way, it's possible that you're thinking about getting some suntan. This is what we see here also. Maybe we are thinking about this for the future, but the plans are still in its initial way with the child. Anyway, if you go in a vacation in the future, it will have a positive effect on you, and it will give you new points of view. It will bring you certain reliefs. This is what we see here. If certain situations were painful for you in the past, we see that this process of mourning or sadness with this journey, it could have a positive effect here. This is what we see here. And maybe with this journey, you find some happiness. You can also find some inner strength there if you are choosing to go on a traveling. Then we have the sun and the child in itself. This is a very positive combination. It could point that we express ourselves, that we want to be more free. It's possible that this note that we are receiving or somebody is receiving is giving us more possibility. It's giving us more freedom. This is what we see here, especially with the letter there and with the sun. Anyway, you will feel happy like a child. It's something new is beginning. You will feel it like a child's success. And it might be a small success, but it's important here for you that this new start is coming to you. We make the first steps here to become happiness. We make the first steps here towards happiness. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible also if you don't have a child yourself, that somebody in your surroundings has a child and you spend the day with this child. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, we should be optimistic because this is an optimistic combination. Then we have the rider, the snake, and the moon. Here, as I said, the snake is a patient card. Things will get on the move, but we need to focus. We need to focus on certain things. We need to be patient till it's the right time to move. This is a diplomatic card, and this one is a diplomatic card also. So if we want to reach our target, here diplomacy is required. If the person wants to shine, diplomacy is required here. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible also that it's best to keep some things for ourselves. We don't share everything that we know because the snake tends to hold things back. And maybe with the snake and the coffin, it's best to do so. Keep some information for this combination. If you receive certain news, it's best for now not to share it. The moon is dark sometimes, and it's best to keep this information in the dark. This is what we see here with this combination. Keep it to yourself for now. If something is coming to you, that is not to be shared with everybody. Anyway, it's possible also that certain focuses in your life, you want to change them, but it's not possible for now. This is possible also with this combination. Then we have the snake and the moon in itself. This combination points two times to calmness. We need to be wise, calm if we are facing problem. We need to handle problems peacefully, diplomatically. We need to understand certain feelings. And if we understand our own feelings and the feelings of others, it also will make our personality, ourselves, more shine. This is what we see here. It's best here not to be difficult to other persons here, but we need to be diplomatic here with this situation. We need to act in a calm way, in a diplomatic way, in a harmonious way. This is what we see here. It's best here that sometimes also charm is very easy, and it makes us things go more smoother and get things more on the move for us. Anyway, here also, it's possible also that some knowledge, subconscious knowledge, that we get insights in this. Maybe some situations were unclear for us, but because we are undergoing certain transformations, it's possible that we are mentally growing with this combination, because the moon is the mind, it's psychology. So it's possible here that you get some insights and some things are revealing for you, and you see the situation more clearly. Maybe before you didn't see it so many clear, because because your thoughts were still in the coffin. But by the end of the month, it's possible that things get clear to you. This is what we see here. With this combination, also it points that we are probably more active on the creative field at night. As I said earlier, this comes back here. And maybe we think and then we can be creative during the daytime. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, here we see also that it's possible here that we have, if we had some issues with certain lovers, it's possible that this brings certain conflicting emotions in us. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, it points here that we will be able to move on of it. And it's best here to channel this in creativity. This is what we see here, or in our work. Anyway, there's psychic abilities here. If you let it come to you, if you let a part of your personality go and you accept the intuitions that you have, and you don't let your ego push too much, then you will see that you will get clear insights. You will be very sensitive for dreams. If you balance your ego. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, if you get some invitations, you will feel happy to be included in these invitations. Also there, if you get an invitation here, it's asked that we, even if we go there, that we are diplomatic. If some things are happening there, that we are diplomatic. These two cards always ask us to be diplomatic, even though we disagree with certain situations or we disagree with the point of view of another person. Also here, we always see we need to be diplomatic. This is what we see here. Anyway, here we see also there's a strong desire. There's strong desires here for moving on. There's strong desires here for moving on, but we have the coffin there. It might be a little bit delayed for the new start. This is what we see here. Anyway, maybe certain things that you are longing for, you need to repress, or you are repressing. Maybe there are certain fears here, or it's possible also that you try to control certain situations in your life, and that you control them maybe not in the right way. This is what we see here with this combination. Maybe we should channel this in another way, and channel this instead of controlling, bring this in creativity. This is what we see here, because the moon is creative. The work, we could channel this in our work, in our creativity. So Pisces, for the air group, this is all. No, I have the crosses. Sorry, I forgot the crosses. We have the crosses here. We have the cross, the sun and the moon. The cross and the sun, it points to that we have more faith in ourselves. There will be resolutions coming to us. If we had certain challenges, they are about to be solved. Here is the moon. Normally these problems should work out after the next moon cycle. So this is 1 month. So a lot of our problems will be solved, and or we will get a different point of view about these things that we just mentioned earlier. Here, as I said here, we become aware of some thinking patterns that we have, and we don't want to think that way anymore. We are more looking for happiness here. We don't want to be burdened anymore, or some things that dampen or jam our joy. Sorry, our joy here. This is what we see here with this combination. Then we have this the sun and the moon in itself. It's a very positive combination here. It's possible that somebody, a lover or something that we love, or we like our work very much. This is possible also. But if you are in a certain relationship, this points actually to the sun and the moon are coming together. So this is yin and yang. This is the union of a man and a woman who are coming together. This is what we see here. This points also that if there is some negative negativity in your life, you can overcome it with this combination. This is what we see here. Anyway, we will be coming of aware of our value in our creativity or in our work. We will see that that it's our work that we are doing or our creativity that we are doing. It has a very high value for some people and maybe also for ourselves. This is like day and night coming together. So this is positive combinations. It's possible also that you have happy dreams, happy emotions. This is what we see here. Also, as a person, you will learn to become, or you have the ability here to become less superficial. You have the ability here to go more deeper in life. Sometimes also it means that maybe it's time to take some time off. This is what we see here also. And if, of course, if we have a work that is more related to the evening, it could point that we are sleeping during the daytime. Then we have the rider, the sun, and the letter. Here, this combination points to freedom. So freedom is about to enter our life. We are more enthusiastic if these difficulties will be falling off from us soon. We have more energy to come, more power. This is the road to success. This is the road, this is success. So this is what we see here. There's a lot of emotions going on. Good news is coming to us, or it's news that we are perceiving as very good for us. Something will bring us joy. This is what we see here. Also, we will be more engaging ourselves in fun activities here. We will be more confident here. Sometimes also could point that somebody younger is coming into our life. This points to a younger person. Maybe this person, he really clears up your life. He brings a positive vibration in your life. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. Anyway, here we see that we are transmitting here, we are transforming here, and we see things more in a positive way. We receive unexpected, very good news. We saw that here already, and this comes back here. It's very good news that you are receiving here, but the news is substantial here. These are documents, and these documents, these attests or whatever is coming here to you, it will give you a different path here. This is what we see here, and you should accept here these things. Anyway, there will be clear communication from the people around you or you to them. So everybody knows exactly where they are, and it's clear for everybody what is there to be done. Anyway, things are very obviously expressed here with this combination. So Pisces, this is all for the Aerosol group for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser with this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that are connected here. There's also a specific love card reading and a financial reading, and you're also welcome to check those, and thank you for doing so. Anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for your time, and we see each other in my other card readings. Bye bye for now, and thank you. Hello Pisces, and welcome to the Stone or the Earth group for your card reading, your monthly card reading for November 2021. As the first card here, we see the cross. This means that for now there's a protection on us, and we see the moon here in the middle. So especially there's a protection on your job, and also you're protected from above. If this is related to our work, it means that the higher bosses or the higher authorities are protecting us, but the cross also in itself, it protects here, but this is in relationship to your work. It means that you are protected. Anyway, we are protected here. Also, maybe we are experiencing some guidance of people around us. Maybe some offers are made to us in a job, maybe for a higher position, because the Tower is a higher position. So it's possible here that you are about to receive an offer, a different work of offer. Here also sometimes it means that our bosses respect us. They honor us and they appreciate our work. And it's possible here with this combination, some offer is made to us. Anyway, the card on itself here, we need to have faith here. If we are in some situation in our life, it points that we need to have faith here. This is what we are doing here. Here with this combination, we see that we are guided with this combination. The cross is a general protection here on our person, and especially there related to our work. Here we see also that that certain principles are guiding us here with this combination here. It's possible that you have some problems or burdens in your life, but with the moon, in general, we can overcome this, but there will be some deep emotions involved. This is what we see here. We need to here decide something, and maybe we dropped something in our life and we need to pick it back up. This is what, because the moon works in cycles. So something maybe that we decided before to let go, maybe we need to carry it back. We have no choice but carrying it back, because the cross, sometimes it's like it puts burdens on us, but in a way it protects us. It won't let things happen before it's time. This is what we see here. Then we go in the horizontal combinations. We have the cross here and the moon. This points that we have, this is the difficult card out of the deck here that we are seeing here. This is possible that we are suffering in a way. It's possible that we are experiencing some health issues and we need a health checkup. This is what we see here also. But if we take care of ourselves, we can recover from it. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, it's possible that also we have like difficult energies that are around us. Maybe we feel a little bit repressed, that we keep our energy inside. Maybe we feel a certain anger inside. This is what we see here also with this combination. There's a lot of pressure here upon of us. It's possible here with this combination that you are realizing that you have done wrong to another person, or another person has done wrong to us. But since here it goes on your person, maybe something happened to you and you feel a little bit sad about situations that are happening in your, or happened in your part of your life. Anyway, we see here that we need to move on from this. We need to learn from this situation. We need to take certain responsibilities that we have chosen for, and maybe these responsibilities are a little bit heavy for now, and they make us carry a certain cross. Then we have the whip and the tree. Here we see that we are able to overcome these obstacles or these things that are coming in our life. There's a certain healing here in view that we can see here. It's possibly that if we are creative or we are working, that we are feeling more healing there. If we help others, for instance, that we are feeling as a kind of relief here. This is what we see here. In some cases, if there are issues in your life and there are certain conversations with certain people or arguments with certain people, it's possibly that always the same problems or conversations are popping up. And maybe it's time here we let this go and we bring a different kind of structure in there. Maybe it's time to let this go. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible also that we took certain responsibilities and we are doubting now these were the good responsibilities that we are took. But sometimes if we take on responsibilities, we need to keep them with the cross till it's the right time. As I said, the cross will not let move things on before it's time. We need to learn from this situation. Then what we see more here, here we see also sometimes with this combination also we can see that, but this is another angle now what I'm going to say, that some of our relatives might be involved in the military or in the police. It could be our grandparents or our parents. This is also what we see here. This points to that our grandparents or our parents are very energetic persons here. This is what we see here. They could be also officials, government officials. This is what we see here, but this is a different angle here. Anyway, there could also be some guilt that you are feeling. Maybe something's happened to you and you feel guilty about it, or some things happen with a person and you feel guilty about it. This is what we see here with this combination. then we have the mountain and the moon here. The mountain and the moon here, this we see here that the moon is invitations, and the mountain, it stands for abroad, other cities. In this case, I think this, because we have the stork here also and we have the tower, these are three cards that all have to do with moving. And it's possible maybe that you are thinking about undertaking a journey, and you don't undertake the journey like that, but maybe it's possible that somebody actually invites you. And if you do that, maybe it has a positive effect on your life. This is what we see here. Maybe we should take that change, and excuse me, it will give you a different perspective in life. It will give you a more realistic understanding here of a certain situation, structural situations in your life. It's possible also that you see back the roots where you are coming from and what this can do for you. This is what we see here. It's possible that for now, you feel emotionally a little bit cold. You don't feel like really attaching to people. This is what we see here. It's possible that certain of our emotions, your emotions are blocked here. This is what we see. Sometimes we feel also that we dream less. This is with this combination. There could be some emotional difficulties here that we are undergoing. Maybe these emotions, these problems come out of our roots, and it's already coming from our ancestors, and we are the one confronted with us sometimes. With certain generations, it comes out. Then we have the moon and the clovers on itself. Here, this is a very positive combination. If you have certain hopes and wishes, this is the lucky card of the deck. So if we have certain wishes, these wishes could be granted. But you should not be skeptic about it. You should accept here. If a success or an improvement or an offer is given to you, we should accept here with this combination, because it can bring us higher up in our life and make us more rooted. So we should consider this wisely if we get such an offer. Here we have the chance of being more creative or promotion at work. And normally this should bring you good feelings. There is more after this period of that we are a little bit confused or emotionally unhappy. This points to a very emotional period that is coming to us. Also on the romantic side here, you could be lucky to come. Anyway, you will find a solution here. You find solutions in yourself. This is what we see here. We should not see things in a negative way, because with the clovers, it's a very positive card here. We should take this in a positive way. Also, this points that we should see that we have enough rest, but probably you are aware of that. Then we have the bouquet, the stork and the tower. Here we see that we are able to express certain creativities in our life. It's possible also that we have a lot of social engagements, because here we see the moon. The moon is also social. You want to mingle with the people here. This is what we see here. It's possible also that here the Venus is a card that makes us recover. It makes us positive. Also, things renew themselves here. And here we see that maybe some if you didn't meet certain friends for a long time, or certain people, these people are reappearing in your life. Maybe during an event, and this could be a happy event that we are having there. These people suddenly come up to us and they are back in our life. This is what we see here. This points to positive changes here. We will get things, if we were less social before with our interactions with certain people, here we see that our social life here is encouraged here with this combination. This is what we see here with this combination. In another way, if you would be pregnant, this could point also that you're decorating for your baby to come, but this will not apply on everybody, but this is possible also with this combination. It's possible also in another way that you're undergoing some psychological changes in your mind. This is what we see mostly when a child is coming on our life. It embeds certain changes also psychologically. So this is what we see here. And then we actually see our body transform also if we are being pregnant. It's possible also that we decorate ourselves more. We show ourselves more. We want to look more pretty. We want to look more dressed up. This is also what we are seeing here. Anyway, we could point also that we receive certain compliments from certain people. Maybe certain people try to flirt with you. This is what we see here also. Anyway, there's a pull here towards things that are pretty, that are nice. Also, you will notice that people will flatter you more with this combination. Anyway, with this here, also we see that there are changes here, and these changes are very positive here that are offered to us. We see it several times here, so you should go into that. Then we have the stork and the tower on itself here. Something that happened in your past here becomes clear to you. Maybe something's important in your past has happened, and you get to realize this now. And it's like this transformation that is going on in your life, it will have a serious effect on the next phase of your life. Sometimes also this points to a next phase in our life. This is what we see here. As I said here, it comes back here. It's possible that certain positions are offered to us for being more creative or on the working field. Certain authorities can come to you, people from the top, and they tell you that you can make some changes or implement some changes. In another way, on the traveling part here again, then we see here this points to a visa, that we travel, our passport, we have the documents. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, this is a slow transformation here that is going on, because the stork is big transformation, it's a big bird. So here there are serious transformation going on, maybe not the fastest, because the tower is not really a fast card. So there are slow transformations here going on. Maybe also during a travel, there are some changes here that we are seeing happening. Anyway, then we come to the cross, the mountain, and the bouquet here. The cross and the mountain here, it's possible that sometimes we have some need for being alone. Maybe if we are very busy, or if you're very creative, or if you're a worker, that it's normal. But it mostly also this points that we need some change here. It's like we are making up some inventory from ourselves, and we are undergoing psychological changes, and we want to position where we are mentally and physically. This is what we see here also. Maybe we experienced some difficulties in our life before, and we are overcoming these obstacles now, and we see the psychological value of these changes. Maybe you had big challenges before. It's possibly sometimes that you still need to process these changes, and you want to be alone here. This is what we see here. Anyway, this points also that if the difficulties are still going on, we accept what is overcoming us now. It's possible also here that we cross borders, as we saw earlier here physically. Then this means it's possible also that you're very active on the internet. This is what we see here. Anyway, on the front of our duty, of our work, it's see that we are very persistent here. We see this as our fate, and we continue, of course, doing our job the best we can. Then we have the mountain and the bouquet on itself. Here, it's possible here that we are feeling connected with nature. That is the first. And then again here, it's like a person is returning in your life from before. We see the same here again. Maybe this person brings you certain gifts, or he gives you something that is important for you. And even though we receive these compliments or those gifts, it's like we are not totally able to come out for now. It's not that we don't welcome the gifts, we do, but it's like we are not yet there. But anyway, gifts are offered to you here. With the mountain and the cross, it could be literally a heavy gift that is somebody giving you. it could be a heavy gift in the way of valuable, or the gift could be literally heavy in weight. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, here we see that there's a friendly silence. If you are silent, people around you don't experience this silence as hostile. They see it, and maybe they feel why it is, and it's like they know you need some peace of mind here. This is what we see here with this combination. They know maybe in what situation that you are, and they know that you need some peace, and it's like a friendly pieces hanging here. Then we have the whip and the moon. This is possible here that you, as we said earlier, that you have difficulties with your feeling. It's possible on your work you need to do a lot of efforts, that your work is heavy, because the whip sometimes makes us work hard. It can be physically difficult, or also it could put some stress on your mind. This is what we see here also. It's possible on your work also. This could go two ways. There is pressure on you and on your mind. There could be pressure on you physically, but also on your mind. But here we see here also that maybe with certain policies on our work we disagree. This is possibly also with this combination. There could be some quarrels here with certain people or disagreements. Sometimes it could also point to negotiations, that we maybe with the job improvement you need to negotiate about something here. Anyway, this points to an end of a cycle here. This is the end of the cycle, and these are the changes. So something here is coming to an end here. Anyway. It's possible that we are confronted with certain fears in our life, but the question is, with the moon, sometimes these fears are ungrounded. This is what we see here. Maybe something made you scared in your childhood and you're still carrying this. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, we can see here, if you want to, you can put a lot, you put a lot of energy in social contacts here. We could also feel very inspirational here. Some memories out of your childhood also could be heavy on you. We see this coming back here also. This could point also to works at night. If you work at night, it would bring a lot of stress and pressure on you, but also it would bring some calmness. That's the other side here. Maybe in one way it's positive, and another way it's negative. So it both sides. Sometimes the moon has two sides because it's emotional, so it can go both ways here with this with the moon here that we are seeing. Then here we see also again here the negotiation. It's like you are negotiating here for certain rights that you want to implement. This is what we see here also. Anyway, this could, if you put a lot of energy in your work, it points to success also. Maybe some people are criticizing your work or your creativity. This is possible also, but of course we should relativize this always. It's just a point of view. Anyway, it could also point that if we had conflicts or certain negotiations, these negotiations will lead to changes. They will lead to structural changes, and it could make us think about implementing something that we did before. This is what we see here. The moon and the stork then. Again, here there is an invitation here. You are invited by friend, by people. There's here you could literally be expecting, but it could also be that you're expecting, have expectations on the field of work or in the creativity. This is what we see here. There's a certain longing here that we see here. We are slowly moving into this longing. Maybe we give in to this longing, and it will bring certain structures then that we saw there also here. Anyway, this points to positive changes after a period of negotiations or a period of disagreement. This is what we see here. Then we see the tree, the clovers, and the tower. Here, if we had certain wishes or certain desires, we see that in a structural way, they unfold in a positive thing for us. Here, if we had struggles, difficulties before, here we see that we become more vital again, because this is an overall positive here side. It's like we feel that our life strength is coming back to us here. If you had some health issues here also before, it could mean that your health is improving. And if you want to make it more faster, if you're closer to nature, you will see that it even improves you more easy. If you take a walk in the nature, in the forest, or in quiet areas, it could improve your health more. The silence that you're hearing there, the silence of the birds, the silence of the woods there, this is what we see here. Anyway, if we are moving on from a certain situation, we should stop thinking about it and take a leap of faith here. There's an opportunity here involved with things from your past. New opportunities are coming, and in a way they are connected to the past. This is what we see here. Anyway, your duty that you have done for many years will now lead to opportunities, and you should consider these wisely and take them if you can, because it will bring you more prosperity. It will bring your feet more on the ground if you do so. Then we have the clovers and the tower in itself. Here we see again that we are healing if we are in quiet. We see certain perspectives in our lives differently. The things are rooting here. We can be able to root ourselves more, become more stuck here in the ground. We feel more stable here. This is what can happen if we go into that. If we are certain, if we are thinking about achieving certain goals in our life, you can with this combination, especially with the clovers here. The clovers is a very positive card for wishes that we have, especially here. This is our ambition. So if we are ambitious, or we are ambitious in certain fields of our life, we should take this invitation, take this opportunity, and we should move into it here. We could really move up our status here with this one. Also financially, we could move up ourselves more. We should accept this, or thinking wisely before we refuse this. Then we have the cross, the moon, and the tower. Here again, we see that you are recognized at your job. You are complimented here. We see this always coming back here. There's a lot of knowledge here also on the field of your work, or the field of your art, something that you are doing. Sometimes you could see also that it's like your faith is always tested. Your faith or your faith both are tested here, and you could see it as a test of faith. It's like it's fatal to you, and you need to undergo this test. Sometimes this points to that you are destined for this new step also, even though it's not easy for you, but it's very profound here what is happening to you here. Also, you will have a profound sense of duty. This is what we see here. Also, you will carry your responsibilities here that we are seeing here with this combination. Then we have the moon and the tower. Again, there is recognition here. I see if I can add something here. We saw the emotional coldness here a little bit. Maybe you cannot implement too much emotions sometimes. Anyway, this points again that you can find rest in solitude here if you have a busy job. And sometimes this points also that we spend nights alone, we sleep alone, we spend nights alone. This is what we see here also with this combination. Here also sometimes there could be a conflict, what we rationally want and what we need unconsciously here. This is what we see here. We should have a clear look at our needs and our fears, maybe ungrounded fears that we are having here. Then we have the tree and the moon. Here, if we are overcoming this situation, these difficulties that were in our life, here we see that this points to emotional health, there's well-being here, and the situation unfolds in a positive way. Again, here I see always the same here. This could lead here to positive changes for you. Here we see also that maybe we have certain concerns towards our body that maybe are not grounded. Maybe we imagine certain things, but it's not really rooted. It has no substantiation. It may be something that you imagine that there, but it's not here. Anyway, we can find rest in nature. Our biorhythm, if we rest in nature, can come back to its senses here. You could become more emotional stable if you go into nature. Here we see you are able to do a pragmatic approach if you have certain fears and overcome those. Then we have the moon and the bouquet. It's a very positive combination again here for exploiting your talents, your creativity, things that are offered to you. You should consider wise, because this is a very, very good combination, this one. Anyway, there's gratitude here. There will also be a very emotional meeting involved, but I mean this in a positive way. Something will have a severe emotional effect on you, and it could startle you for a moment that these people talk so emotional to you. This is what we see here. There are lovely feelings here involved. It could be related to your work that we see here, or to your art, or somebody is appreciating one. Here we saw that some people disagree, but here we see this is a very strong combination, that we see some people appreciate your work or your creativity or your art very much. They give you emotional compliments here. They recognize what you're doing is very important. We saw this here already before. This points also that we could have a beautiful restful night or several restful nights here in nature, and it will have a positive effect on us. So Pisces, for the stone group, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for doing so. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other 3 card readings that also connected here. Anyway, thank you for your time, and please check out also the financial and the love card readings that we do specifically for the sign of Pisces each month. Anyway, I appreciate that you spend your time here on my channel. Thank you for doing so, and we see each other in my other videos. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now. Hello Pisces, and welcome to the matches or the fire group for your card reading for the month of November 2021. This is a very positive reading, so I'm going to find very negative things here, but if I find some, I will inform you. But anyway, we start already in a very positive way. We have the sun here on our person. It means that's an all over wish fulfillment cards, and the cards of the ends of the reading is the stars. And the stars is all our wishes and dreams are coming true. And there's actually very few negative here, but I'm telling you already in the start. So anyway, this points to we have wish fulfillment here. We are contented. If we have certain issues in our life, these issues will be resolved with the sun and the stars. This is what we are seeing here. There's a very promising situation here for us coming also. Then coming to the next card or the central card here, this is the card of abundance. This could be abundance financially, emotionally. There will be emotional abundance because we have the moon here, but also financially there's a lot of abundance. So people who are in this group are very lucky because emotionally there's a lot of good things for them happening, and also financially, if that interests you, a lot of things are happening here to you in a positive way. If we set certain goals in our life, we can reach our goals. Things will go easy for us here with this combination. We just need to open our minds. We need to see the path here that is laid out for us. this is what we are seeing here with this combination. The fish are always pointing to multiplying. So it's like our emotions are multiplied, our finances are multiplied here. This is what we all see here. Anyway, we will have an abundant outlook on the situation here. We will be positive, especially with the sun. If we set certain goals and disciplines, we can reach those if we want to. We just need to open our mind. In all the way here, there's sensuality here also possible, but we will go later into more details. Then we have the sun and the book on itself here. If you are just graduated, this points to a graduation, or maybe some part of your life you just closed off here. But this in general points to a graduation, an academic success, or what are seeing here. If you still need to pass your exams, this points out that it will go very positive. From certain academics peoples, you will get very high recognition here. This is a neutral card because we do general reading here. The woman is here, but you can put yourself there as a man also. If I mention it, otherwise it's different. But anyway, this points that we get a lot of appreciation, probably from our teachers, because this can point to a teacher also or an academic that appreciates our work. Here, that is we're seeing here, or you yourself, you're very good at what you're doing. Actually, this points to a brilliance here in the job field here. There's a lot of success here. We have a lot of knowledge because the book is knowledge. Also, even if you're not abundant with your joy, there will be secret joy. You will have an inner happiness here. There's successful education here. This is what positive facts are happening. Also money is coming to you. This is what we also hear. It's possible also that you read a lot of positive books here or feel good literature. This is what we all see here with this combination. It's possibly that your teacher or your professor is a very charismatic figure and he appreciates your work. He tells you that in person here. This is what we see here also. It's possible also that you discover certain truths here. They become clear to you. Anyway, at this point is a very bright, happy combination. Then here, for on the front of investments, it's possible also we have the fish there that you make some investments for the future, and these investments will prove out to be very lucrative. This is what we see here also. Then we have the book and the woman here. If this is you as a person, this points, you can be a man also there. This could points to an intellectual person, an educated person. We see this here again, a person who has a lot of knowledge, who likes also to study. It's possible also some things you don't share about your study. Maybe you cannot if you are in certain fields of the study, because we have the moon there. Maybe this study is also related to some psychology. It's possible there also. And sometimes we cannot share everything with people that we know here. Anyway, this points that you also, even though you have a lot of knowledge, you are modest here, but it doesn't mean that you're not intelligent, because this combination points that you are an intelligent person. This is what we see here. In another way, this points that probably you get to know some interesting people around you. Here we see this with this combination. Not everything, maybe if you have recently a meeting with a man or with a woman, this point can point out on the long run to be interesting here. This is what we see here with this combination. Then we have the second line. We have the moon, the fish, and the garden here. The moon and the fish, it points to that we have probably we are receiving certain business offers here. Here we should consider for taking this. Maybe it has something to do with the public here, because we have the moon here. We have the garden here. So the garden is public. So the offer had something to do with public life. It could be a very good offer that is connected in a way to people in general. Anyway, you will be in a very comfortable situation here. A lot of things will be offered to you. it will make your life more comfortable. Your public life will become more comfortable. You will have financial growth here. Maybe there are good salaries here, because this points to very good salaries if we work. This is what we see here. It's also possible that the business that we are working in, that they give us a feeling of freedom. We don't feel that we are in a straitjacket there. We are very free to be creatively emotions, creativity. It's all allowed here. Also, you will be thinking about the money that you are receiving here. If you, for now on, your finances were a little bit difficult, here we see a really exhalation here in the finances. Here also a lot of emotions will be involved with this whole changes that going on here. You will emotionally react on these offerings and these financial gainings that you have. But nevertheless, you should be wise, because we have the lily there also. We always should be wise if we have suddenly a lot of money around us, and be careful anyway. This job could also be, even though it's a job that is related to public, there is some quiet angle also on this job. This is what we see here also with this combination. Then we have the fish and the garden here. This points to our place where we work, or our public life here. It's possible here, sometimes this points to bank institutions. This is possible also. Financial markets here, maybe we are engaged in that, or it can also point to shopping malls here. This is what we see here. And sometimes also points that we are relaxing here, because there's the moon is relaxing and there is water here 2 times. So it's like relaxing in public. It can point to a spa, or something where our body is relaxing. This is what we are seeing here. In another way, it could point that you have your own business, or you're in a way very independent in your work and very creative. We see this here also. Anyway, there's a lot of happiness in what we are doing. And probably also you will see that neither you're a man or a woman here, that people are also attracted to you in a physical way. So this points also to sexual attraction. Here, this is what we see here also. Especially if you go out, people notice that you are happy, and it's like you attract people. Also, you attract customers with this. If you have business, you will see that you attract customers. Even if you do very few, it's like the customers want to be in your place. It's like here you have a stroke of luck here. Here, this is what we see here with this combination. You're really moving up in society here. There's a lot of public relationships. It's possible also that you're planning to have a party, because this points also to that maybe you have not so much time, and you let somebody plan a party for you. This is what we see here also with this combination. There's a lot of parties going on here. It's possible also that you need to publicize something here. This is what we see here. Anyway, there's an investment here that we are seeing. Also, there's a lot of drinks here that we see here. Maybe we have some fun also. And sometimes this not only points to the financial market, but also to the stock market, stocks exchange. This is what we see here also with this combination. Maybe you are planning, or you wrote certain dissertations in your study, and it's like you want to make this public. And if you do, it could be very fortunate for you. You can really make a statement in your field of work here. This is what we see, but it could cost quite some money here for publishing this if you want to do here. Anyway, this points to a public job that we are seeing. If you work with certain teams around you, this could also point that you can make profits from your team, and that these profits are also that your team is also profiting from the whole that everybody what everybody invests. There's a return for everybody, not only for you. There's you divide here the profits. This is what we see here. Then we have the lily, the heart, and the stars here. We see here as I told you, there's already some physical attraction here from the opposite gender here. What we see here, or from people are sexually attracted to here. And here we see that a love affair could be unfolding. It's possible that you meet somebody, a woman or a man at your workplace, because this is the card of the career on the long run. And it's possible that you meet somebody there who really has your interest. You met them probably at work, and you feel like intimate with this person, not only on the working field, but here you feel that there is a connection here, especially with the heart here. There's a heart connection here between the two people. And maybe this could be really be the relationship of your life, and you are together until the old age, since the lily is the card on of the long run, the long life, enduring love. This is what we see here. This could point to a love that is going stronger in time. Also, it points to a peaceful relationship. Maybe you don't want to share that immediately. Maybe one of both partners is in a higher position, because we have the sun here. And you decide, or one of the two persons decides not to make this immediately public, because we have the book here. And if we are confronted with the public every day and people around us, maybe we don't want to make this love affair immediately into public. This is what we see here also, if this is a new relationship. Anyway, this will be a discreet relationship. You will find peace in this relationship. Also, you find a lot of passion here. There's a loving relationship, passion. It's possible that also one of the both partners is very skillful. This could be the man or the woman, but one has a lot of skills, practical skills here that we are seeing. Anyway, there could be some love songs involved, poetry. This is all, maybe you visit something artistic together here. This is what we see. Or maybe one of both partners is next to the financial or the workplace, also creative, very active. Here, this is what we see here also. This could be a relationship that really matures over the years. This is what we see here with this combination. Anyway, there's a lot of loving kindness here between the two persons. There's compassion. If you have an argument, there will be a lot of forgiveness here. This is what we see here. We understand each other. There's a real balance here with this combination. Then we have the lily and the stars on itself. Here we see things that we are wishing for, especially things from the heart, matters from the heart. Here there is wish fulfillment here. If you had issues before, previous in your life here, we see that we are healing. And if we don't need to heal here, there's a very positive things here. There's a pure trust between the two people here that we are seeing here. Anyway, it could also be that you do something in your work and you're highly rewarded for that. This is what we see here also. Maybe it's related to the publication that you are making. This is possible also what we are seeing here. Anyway, it's possible before we wanted a certain person and this person was not reachable, and it caused us some pain. But now we are overcoming this. This is here with this meeting of this new person. This is what we are seeing here. Also, the sexual relationship with this person, with this new meeting person that you just met here now, or that you are connected to, could be very fulfilling. The sex life could be very fulfilling here with this combination here. Everything you expect from it, from the lover, will come back to you, and it's vice versa here, what we are seeing. There are wishes and hopes are positive here, what we are seeing here. Certain promises maybe that you are making here, promise to each other. This is like a New Year's resolution that you make, and you said together, we will do like this and that, and you want to stick to those promises. And maybe you believe also that the two of you make a very good couple. And if you're together, this will turn you both into a better purpose and give you a higher purpose in life. This is what you see. Sometimes we find also with this combination, we find meaning in life, and we find maybe meaning in life through this person. Then we have the sun, the moon, and the lily. Here we see again, the love is indicated here again. This is like the day and night are coming together here. This is yin and yang. This is very positive, as we saw earlier, but this here comes it back in a different combination. This is like union of woman and man. We see this here again. There is success here also between the couple, and we have the lily there, so it's on the long run again. Anyway, there's success, awareness, This could also even point that you are highly spiritually connected. Here, this is what we see here. You are like day and night here together. You connect strongly together. This is what we see here with this combination. It's possible also that one of the two persons is very sensitive for things to come. Here, this is what we see also with this combination. Then here we have the moon and the heart. This points to deep emotions towards each other, or also deep emotions to our that we are very strongly connected to our work here also, and we feel very good, creative in our work. Here we see this also. Then we have really a heart for our work. We like what we are doing. We like our partner. There's a very good combination here from any field here. There's a lot of here, this is also like a psychic connection. Like it's like you feel what is coming on the front of your work. This is what we see here. There's like a psychic connection here between partnership and our work here. This is what we are seeing here. Or maybe you have a love for the psychic world. This is possible also. Anyway, there's a lot of romanticization here that we are seeing. There are also romantic nights here with the partner or with the loved one. This is a very profound love here that we are seeing. There's strong tenderness towards each other, what we are all seeing here. Then we have the second line, the vertical line. We have the book, the fish, and the heart. Here we see again that there are financial matters that are improving very well here. Sometimes also this is money off the books also. This is possible also. Here it's possible even we have already a lot of knowledge in certain fields of our life. We educate ourselves even more because we are liking what we are doing. So it's possible that you do additional education if you're already working. This is what we see. It's like you want more knowledge about your work field, maybe about finances, maybe about stock market. It's like you're still improving yourself. As I said, also this is unofficial money here that we can we do. We also will not share with everybody what is our earnings. We will keep financial secrets with this combination. Maybe if the money is off the book, we invested in something that points out to be very lucrative later on. It's also possible here that we have secret bank accounts, offshore accounts. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, we have a lot of knowledge already and we will still want to expand. We know a lot of facts here. We want to search for more facts here. We want more financial gain and we can get it. We will get it here with this combination. All is possible here. There's no, this is like limitless here, this combination. Anyway, there's also on the material field, maybe before your life was more difficult, you will find a lot of positive things here. You enjoy the material things that are put upon you here. Possessions that you will highly appreciate here. This is what we see here also. What I didn't mention here before, because we have the lily here, but I'm thinking about this now. It's possible there's an age difference between the partners because the lily is an older card. So it's possible that one of the partner is older or more matured. But both is possible here. This is what we see here. Maybe this is a woman who learns this more. Maybe she's in the same business and we met her at the job and we feel not only attracted to her state of mind and her mind, but we also feel sexually attracted to this person and she can help us maybe for moving up in our life. This could point also to be a very successful company. You're part of the success here. In a way, it can also point to beauty and fashion. This is possible also with this combination. Anyway, you are very attracted to these people. We see this here again. Probably also you already think on the long run because the lily thinks on the long run. You think about even if you're younger, you still already think about things for your future. It's already possible here that you already make a retirement plan. Maybe the money that you earn off the books, you put in a retirement fund. This is possible here, what we see here with this combination. Anyway, there's a lot of materialism here. You don't need to worry about that. There's materialism, there's there's a lot of sexuality. There's nothing short here with this combination. This is an extremely frugal combination, what we are seeing here. If you had some loans, student loans or whatever kind of loans, these loans will be balanced out. You will pay this, probably you're able to pay this in one time back. So this is possible because you are very disciplined now, and you want to pay that money back, and you want to finish it off here with this combination. It's possible also, if you have a lot of wealth, that you decide to give money to charity, to people who have need for this money. Maybe some friends are in difficulties and we are deciding to lend somebody money who really needs it. Anyway, we need to be careful if we lend money that everything is under control, but I see no negative cards here. But anyway, with lending, we need to be careful that everything is structured out well. Then we have the woman, the garden, and the stars. This points that probably you meet a person in public, you go out, probably that's this partner that you have, and you see how it turns out with each other. This person might have she might be, if you see her, she might have a very high sense of freedom. She really respects her freedom here. We see a person who wants to be very free, but it doesn't mean that you are not attracted to. Maybe that's exactly what attracts her, her sense of freedom. Anyway, this is what we see here. It's possible also that she herself is in a more higher position, and she has some kind of vulnerability. And this may be, that's why she feels also a little bit shy, maybe, for going in this relationship. Shy, I mean, like she's reserved here. This is what we see here also with this combination. Maybe she decides to meet you in a public place, not in the work field, and you decide to keep it quiet for now. This is what we see here. Anyway, she will show up for you if you make this is the first appointment. You can rely that this person will show up. This is what we see here also. It's possible also that she's related to women, certain groups of women, exclusive groups of women, maybe connected to university, like the certain groups that are connected to university, select groups here. This is what we see here also, secret meetings. This person could be highly connected in those groups, but this is specifically done for men or women. This could point to the old boys club and or selective club for women. Only women allowed or only men allowed. This is what we see here also. Anyway, there will be parties here. This is what we're seeing here again. Then we have the garden and the stars here. If you meet this person, or if you meet several persons, if you have public meetings, these public meetings will be very positive for you, and there will come material out of it, money or whatever. There will become consequences, positive consequences. If you meet people in public for your work or in private, all will relate to the central card, which is abundance. So anyway, it's possible also that you go together, then later on, maybe you decide to do an outing together, or maybe you're both invited in an outing, because this points to like an award ceremony here. This is what we see here, or a great event, and maybe you're both invited there. This is what we see here. A lot of important people will be there on these meetings, maybe high-placed people. This is what we see here. People can possibly also ask you what you want, but since we have the book there, it's sometimes wisely not to tell everything what we want here. So here, but people will ask you straight up what you want and what your dreams are. Here, this is what we see here also. There will be also, these people will be also eager to share their public opinion with you. Also here, we need to be careful. If we post some things on social media, this can have an effect. And be aware if you post something of yourself on social media that sometimes we cannot get it off anymore. So we need to be careful here with this combination, especially with the book here. We need to be careful here because the book don't like to reveal everything that he knows. So here, this is what we see here. Anyway, on another front, you could make a lot of positive connections on social media, but on the personal front, we always need to be careful. Then we have the sun and the fish and stars. Again, here, this points to financially. I just see if I can very positive here. This points to a very good salary, high salaries, wealth expectations. It can also point in another way that you take a trip to a warm country. Maybe you're thinking about that, or maybe you make some of your money is transferring to warm countries of the books, maybe to offshore accounts. This could be possible also, what we are seeing here. Anyway, we are thriving in business. We have financial prosperity. There's good business here. There's a lot of happiness. This is what we are seeing here. I always repeat myself here with this combination. Then we have the fish and the stars on itself here. If you had dreams about, this is the dream position that you are in. In another way, it's possible that you come in contact with celebrities also, or people that are famous in the work field. You could literally meet famous people or people that are very popular in your field of work, high placed, but they are actually celebrities in your work field. This is what we see here also. It's possible also that you're thinking about investing in something else than your job. This is what we see here also, what we are doing. There are certain dreams, and maybe certain dreams you have, and they are not directly connected to the job, but you want to invest in that for yourself. This is what we see here also with this combination. Anyway, there's a very strong wish here for being financially secure, and you can with this combination. Anyway, there's also some spirituality here, probably the fishes or pieces are in general very spiritual beings. So here we see here that there's also spirituality connected to us. It's possible also with all this abundance that you still keep your feet on the ground and that you respect really, and you get valuable spiritual insight of experience here with this combination. Then we have here, this is the person, the older person that we probably meet here. This person is already very well off. This is a person who has already financially reached everything there is to reach. This is what we see here. But this person is not only financially well off, or this woman or this man, but this person is also willing to support us, to help us in maybe reaching certain goals that we have in our life. It's possible also that you go in business association with this person here. This is what we see here. This points to entrepreneurship here, businesswoman. Maybe this woman has business besides it. This is what we see here, but she's high placed in her work. This literally points to a capitalist here. These are women. These are in a different echelon here. This is the top of the society that we are seeing here. Anyway, you could benefit from this woman, her knowledge here. This is what we see here with this combination. Here then we see here that we ourselves, we enjoy our situation, our financial situation is always coming back here. There's a lot of compassion here that we are having. You like what you're doing. Here we see also again that we give to charity because we have a lot. We let our cash flow to charity. Maybe that's the event that we saw earlier that you're going. Here also, there's a flow of affection going on here. You sometimes also here we see business, mixing of business and pleasure here with this combination. Also, you will see the balance between the both of you is very good. There's a give and a take here. You will understand each other very well here. There's probably also a lot of love here between the two of you going here. Anyway, this is what we see here. And it's possible also if one of you both have a very important hobby in his life. And this hobby could also expand. Maybe some money is going into these hobbies also that you are having, or the dreams that you have of these hobby. Maybe now they realize, and you invest a part of money in these hobbies. So Pisces, for the matches or the fire group, this is a very good laying. I can find nothing negative here, except here for the book that we cannot share everything, but it's not really negative. That's an advice of wisdom. These are very wise cards. If you play this game smart, this is a very good lay. Anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. If this card reading don't fit you at all, please check out the other card readings that are connected here in the same video. And also, if you're interested in your love life more extensive, every month we do love card readings for the sign of Pisces. You can watch them, and also financial readings for the sign of Pisces. Anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and I'm sure we see each other in my other videos. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.